Hey, I'm 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥, and I want you to have something that completely changed my life and something we've used to help thousands of people scale their businesses, have more time with their family, building life-changing health habits. It's called the 1 Hour Formula. See, it's a framework that has helped real estate agents go from 0 to 200,000 in less than 18 months. It's helped low producing brokerages scale to over $1 billion in sales volume. And it's even helped a few individuals lose over 100 pounds. Well, let me explain what it is and how it was built. You see, I was running 2 businesses, had 2 little girls in elementary school, and I felt like there was just not enough hours in the day, that I was mediocre at best in all areas of my life. Have you ever felt this way? Felt like the hours are just closing in on you, or you finish the day and you feel like you got nothing accomplished. See, that was most days for me. So I started reading books, going to masterminds, learning from anyone I could that was living the life I wanted. See, some had morning routines. They'd wake up at 5 a.m. Some had night routines, gratitude, fear journals. I heard and seen it all. And truthfully, they all had some validity. So I would take pieces from all of them and start to piece together what would work for me. And honestly, look, I was at my breaking point. Everything I heard was actually adding more time to my day. Although they were great ideas, my stress levels were growing. I needed more focused time on the activities that were adding to my businesses and, most importantly, my life. My girls were growing and I didn't want to miss a second. See, I was laying in bed one night, unable to sleep. Can you relate? Worried about the next day and how I was going to keep all of this up. I went to the computer to check an email. Probably done that before, right? A seller that I was working with. And I ended up down a rabbit hole about the value of time. And I stumbled across an idea, a framework called Parkinson's Law. I will never forget reading that framework because it was the game-changing moment for me. The line I read said this: work will expand to fill the time allotted for its completion. It was like a bomb just went off in my head. I am letting meaningless tasks fill time and take away from the things that are actually moving the needle in my life and business. See, I'd heard a while before about the Pareto principle. You probably heard it, the 80-20 rule, that 80% of your results come from 20% of your activities. I had actually applied that principle, was using it. You see, the problem wasn't the activities. My business was growing. The problem was the time allotted for each activity. So I immediately pulled up my planner and I cut all activities in half. 3 hours allotted for an activity became 1.5. 4 hours became 2. And when I sat down the next day to make my calls, knowing I had half the time, my spacey mind became laser focused. Not only did I get all my calls in, they were concise and more productive than ever. 0 time for fluff. It was all value. So I thought, wow, if this is working for me, can it work for my team or maybe my clients? See, I got the team together, taught them the formula, and honestly, there was pushback. One specific team member, her exact words, "You are setting us up to fail." Ouch. So we made a compromise. We didn't focus on the metric of numbers. Instead, we tracked the number in the new allotted time. So there was no pass or fail. It was less time, more focused work. And guess what? It worked again. They thrived, became more focused. We started having half-day Fridays, double lunch Wednesdays. The team was just getting much more done, getting just as much done and freeing up more hours to do things that mattered to them. You see, mine was late lunches with my girls every week. And they're grown now, and man, I miss those. But you see, we are not getting more time. And I've seen coaches and programs have clients start 3 hours earlier to get more stuff in. You see, we're using tried and true framework to get more done in less time. Train your mind to be more focused, because when the task seems long or even hard, it pushes it away. The human brain looks for an easier way, procrastinates, finds distractions, or worse, less productive tasks. You see, we had our best year ever. And I started applying this framework to all areas of my life. And so did our team. So much so that one of them used it to lose over 120 pounds. Different story, another time, but it just shows the power of the formula and application. Maybe I'll share it in the private group if you join us. But listen, the formula is simple yet incredibly powerful and effective. I've only shared this with my clients who pay between $8,000 and $25,000 to work with me one-on-one. But I promise not to go to my grave with anything I have learned or benefited from inside of me. So I wrote this ebook, and if you'd rather, I turn it into a video course, and I want you to have it so you can use it. You can get more business, train your focus, learn how to get more done in less time, and feel incredible at the end of your days. See, this is a step-by-step framework. How to identify the most impactful tasks, properly allocate the time, and build your perfect day. When you master this, you can apply it to all areas of your life. So grab the 1 hour formula today, and I look forward to hearing your results.